Yo, 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 what's happening, people? Okay, we are live right now, live from the village right now. It is 9 minutes past 9 p.m. right now. It is the 23rd of May, 2022 right now. I'm in London, England right now. Where you at, fam? Where you at? Alan Evans in the house right now. How's it going today? It is going okay. It is going okay. I did some video recording, did some video editing. I've done a few things today. And now, it is movie night. Landmine goes click over on Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you can watch along. If not, you can still come along and have some fun. Let me switch over to this screen. In fact, let me put this light on. Yo, what's happening, people? What is happening, people? Okay, so yeah, it's Monday, the 23rd of May. 9 minutes past 9. And yeah, so far so good. So what's been happening though? What's been happening? All good in the hood. Yeah, what's been happening? I'm not even sure, you know, like I feel like a lot's been happening, but right now it's all escaping my mind. Sam's in the house. What up, Sam? So yeah, I don't know. I get the feeling like a lot's been happening, but it's like right now it's all just escaping my mental space. But I feel like a few things have been happening. So yeah, put out a video yesterday over the movie channel. Was it yesterday or a few days ago? I can't remember when it was. It was recently. But yeah, so it's good to be doing that again because for the longest time I was sick for a while, so I couldn't really do much with that channel. All I was able to do was write videos, but I wasn't able to record any and put any up. Well, you know, not too many anyway. So it's good to kind of get back into doing that, which is pretty cool. Started working on a new video for the movie channel for Spider-Man Homecoming. Called Why Spider-Man Homecoming is Trash. That's what the name of the video is. I'm working on that. I just recorded it and edited it now. Oh, that's what I've been doing. So yeah, but I was watching Firefly. So yeah, I started watching Firefly. I put up the reaction to the first episode, which was I split it into two parts because I didn't realize how long that episode was. Like normally the episode's like 45 minutes, but the first episode is like an hour 30 or something like that, like an hour 20, hour 30, and I didn't even realize that when I started playing it. So it ended up being this really long recording session, and when I was editing it I was like, mate, this is long. This is long. So I ended up splitting it into two parts just because I thought, you know, let me get something out. So split into two parts, but both parts are out now, so that's all right. But yeah, I did record. So I did watch episodes 2 and 3, just like regular watching, and I recorded a reaction for episode 4, and that should be ready to go. Well, it's ready to go, but I should be able to put it out tomorrow. So look out for that. All I'll say for episode 4. Now I don't want to give away too much because, you know, spoilers and whatnot. But after watching the first few episodes, I did have some thoughts on my mind about one of the characters who plays a prostitute in the show, and I had some thoughts about, you know, her character, like how she makes the money and that kind of thing. And this episode, the episode 4, it kind of answered some of those thoughts that I had, some of those questions that I had, but not quite fully. But it did show a few things about this particular character and a bit more about her. So yeah, I had some things to say, put it that way. I had some things to say. So yeah, look out for that video tomorrow. Hopefully I should go out tomorrow. And all I'm gonna say is that I mean I like to make, you know, jokes like puns and, you know, stuff like that, you know, dirty jokes. You know, I think you guys, well, hopefully you guys know that by now if you watch enough of my videos. You know, it's like 90% dirty jokes. But I feel like with this one, I don't know, man. Like, you know when you put something out and you're generally happy with like what you put out, right? You generally have like a feeling of, I did something right. But every now and then you put out something, or you're about to put out something where it's like, you know what? I feel like I outdone myself this time. I feel like I got some really good ones in there this time. You know, some really, like I say, it was some stuff was just on my mind, so it kind of fit. You know, from watching the show, some stuff was on my mind, so it kind of fit that this episode was about that character a bit more, and other stuff was just kind of in the moment. But yeah, when it's all said and done, I'm like, you know what? I feel like I did alright with this one. And when it comes to the dirty jokes, I feel like I got some good ones in there. So yeah, if for nothing else, even if you haven't seen Firefly, and you might not get all the things that all the references, if for nothing else, you could watch it for the dirty jokes. So look out for that video tomorrow. I have another hater on my YouTube video again. Okay, yeah, I saw you post about that on the Twitter and the Insta. Was it about what did you say? It was somebody saying that you don't. But yeah, it was about editing, wasn't it? Yeah, it was about editing. About if you edit the videos, it makes it look like you're not interested or invested in it or something like that. I watch a Firefly for his, but for some reason I have no desire to actually watch the series for myself. Well, then I appreciate you watching my videos even more, then, Sam. That's when somebody watches your videos, even if they haven't seen the thing that you're talking about, but they watch your videos anyway. Right there, man, right there. Or is it there? Somewhere along here, anyway. I think it's this side. I think it's this side. Right there, right there. I've never had a Firefly. Firefly was a really popular show back in the early 2000s. Like, so I didn't watch it back then, but yeah, I had heard of it. I know my little brother. I'm pretty sure my little brother watched it. I've got two little brothers. I'm pretty sure one of them watched it. But yeah, I've seen like online, a lot of people talk about it and make references to it. So yeah, it was a pretty popular show back in the day, but I never watched it back then. It just did not appeal to me back when I was a young lad, when it was actually on TV. And now 20 years later, I'm watching it. It's very short, by the way. It's like 14 episodes, and they only ever did one season. I don't know if it got cancelled. One season in the movie. I don't know if it got cancelled or what. Like I said, it was a popular show, so it's kind of hard to think that it got cancelled. But sometimes some things are just one and done. You know, sometimes a show is just one and done, and they just don't make any more. And that's fine if you get to tell the story that you want to tell. You know, one of my favorite TV shows of all time was only ever one series, but it was one complete series, and it told a complete story in that one series, and it was brilliant. You know, I feel like if they ever brought it back for a second season, honestly, I feel like it probably would have just ended up, you know, fading away and just being boring, because like there was so much done in that first season that by the time it got to the end of it, it was like the way it ended, it was like, you know what, you don't need to know all the details of who did what. It was fine the way it ended. So yeah, I don't know how it ends because I haven't seen it all yet, but I know Firefly was popular. I don't know if it got cancelled. I don't know if it was just a one and done, but yeah, so far so good with Firefly, I'd say. Would a Haze reaction be a reaction without the puns and dirty jokes? I think not. Well, there you go, right? There you go. That's pretty much my USP, isn't it? Puns and dirty jokes. I put up it was on Twitter actually. Somebody what was it again? Right, somebody posted. It was I don't know if it's somebody, but it was there's a wrestling account, right? A WWE wrestling account. But they show like 90s WWE. Yeah, it's called 90s WWE, and they post, you know, photos and videos and things from 90s from, you know, the 90s from wrestling, right? And very popular account. If you're a wrestling fan, you probably follow it. But anyway, that's besides the point. They posted a picture of the Undertaker doing a tombstone power driver on Triple H, and real quick, a tombstone power driver is when you're holding them, their head is like like down by your knees, so their legs are like up here, and he's holding them like that, and he drops his knees to drop them on the head, right? That's the Tombstone Power Driver. And they showed a picture of Undertaker doing that, and I wrote underneath the post, you know, like a mock kind of boardroom thing. I put like boardroom meeting. Hey guys, I got this great idea for a new finisher move. I'm gonna put your cock by my face and my cock by your face, and then drop to my knees. That's what I wrote, just as like as a joke. And you know, got a few likes, which is pretty cool. But then somebody wrote underneath my post, they said, "Don't give up your day job." And I was kind of like, I wanted to respond to him, but I haven't thought of a witty response yet. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the story. Somebody tried to cuss me out on Twitter, and I'm like, you know what? I need to think of a witty response. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. But once I do. I think I'd be generally worried about your well-being if there was none of that in your reaction. I ain't gonna lie. Well, if I ever pull out a reaction video with 0 jokes or 0 puns or 0 dirty jokes especially, then yeah, you might want to, you know, call like the police or something and be like, yeah, I think something's happened to this guy. I think there might be something wrong. Dirty jokes are the best jokes. Well, I don't know if they're the best jokes. They're up there. I feel like no, they are. I will say, well, I don't know. I feel like maybe there's the best jokes for me. My favorite types of jokes anyway are puns and dirty jokes, definitely. And especially, you know what they call dad jokes. Like those types of like silly, dumb, simple humor. Those are some of my favorite jokes where you like have a play on words, you know, stuff like that. Those types of jokes. The types of jokes where most people just go to. Those are my favorite types of jokes. I feel like dirty jokes, puns, dad jokes, they're all kind of in that same kind of era for me. I just miss you. Actually, can't believe he's very drastic. Wow. Desperate times, desperate measures. Oh yeah, you know what, Alan? That video you put up. You put up a video. It was about Eminem. Was it Eminem? No, sorry, D12. Excuse me, D12. And then you said Cisco. You was talking about Cisco. You said you don't. You can't think of a Cisco song. I'm like, bro, are you serious? Cisco has some of the biggest songs back in the day, man. I was like, raw. I mean, I guess it's possible that somebody could have, you know, lived through that era and never heard of Cisco, but man, the thong song, dude. Tell me you know the thong song, right? You must know the thong song. Everybody knows the thong song. That song was everywhere back in the day. You must know at least that. I mean, if nothing else, you gotta know the thong song, right? You gotta know that one. If for nothing else. I mean, right now I probably couldn't name too many Cisco songs or even Drew Hill songs off the top of my head, because you know it's a long time ago and that whole thing. But the thong song, I mean, that one at the very least. I feel like you gotta know that one at least. Oh, the thong song, and I'm a metalhead. Exactly, like that was everywhere. I did reply to that guy's comment on my vid saying reaction vids about the reactor, not just the vid that's being reacted to. Yo, 100%, man, 100%. And yeah, no, I feel like that's something that kind of gets lost in a lot of like videos and now where people. I mean, put it this way, I totally understand that if you do a reaction to a song or a show or whatever it may be a lot of the people coming through initially are going to be fans of the thing that you're reacting to. Like, you can't help that. That's just is what it is. And as such, a lot of comments, or a good portion of the comments that you get, are going to be more about the thing that you're reacting to rather than you, because they're not really there for you. They're there because of the thing that you're reacting to. And again, it's like, it is what it is. But there's a point where it's like, okay, cool, that is what it is. I can't do nothing about that. But when there's a line that I feel like some people cross, where it's like they feel like they can tell you how to express yourself in your own area, you know, like in your own channel, you know, that you set up as a place for you to put out the content that you want to put out, and they feel like they get to tell you how you're allowed to express yourself in your own space. And it's like, no, that's a line. No, we don't do that here. You know, we do not do that here. That's no. You know, you can give feedback on like things like, okay, maybe the microphone was too low, or, you know, maybe the camera was pointed in the wrong direction, and, you know, things like that, or it was too dark. You know, I mean, maybe some technical things like that, or even certain suggestions you could offer. I don't mind. I don't think so. I don't think it's an issue to offer a suggestion. But yeah, there's a line that people cross where they feel like they can tell you how to do your videos, and it's like, nah, we don't do that here. We do not do that here. Apart from Metallica, you don't shorten it. And you never pause in a solo. And I know Kev is with me on this. You know, I might just do a Metallica reaction and pause it all the way through the solo. I might just do that, you know. I might be like, you know what, yeah, I'm gonna react to a Metallica song and then pause it all the way through. Every 3 seconds pause. Man, that was great. Pause. Oh man, that was amazing. Pause. Oh gee, this is so intense. Pause. I might just do that. Because I couldn't think of thong song at the time. If you know, you will be annoyed with yourself. You know, I probably would be. I probably would be. Them Metallica solos, man. But Kirk Hammett, oi. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I need to test this one of these days, but I kind of feel like I can hear a few notes of a Metallica. Let's say about 5 seconds of a Metallica. That's probably a bit long. So let's say 3 seconds. I could probably hear 3 seconds of a Metallica solo and know which song it's from. I don't know. I might be wrong on that. I might be completely wrong. I might not even get any at all. But that's how I feel like right now. Like I could probably hear just a short little bit of a Metallica solo, or maybe like the first, say, opening few notes or whatever. And I could probably name the song, especially if it's one of the, you know, from, let's say, Kill 'Em All up until Reload. Actually, not Reload. Reload I'm probably not as familiar with, actually. And even let's play it safe. Let's go up until Black Album. Let's play it safe. I could probably go from Kill 'Em All to Black Album, hear just a few notes of a song, and know which song it is. But yeah, I haven't tested that theory, so I don't know. I might be just talking about arse. I might be just gassing myself up with no real reason. Yo, what up, Brax? It didn't come to mind at the time. It happens, I guess. But funk, bro. Listen, all I'm gonna say is that if you're not thinking about thongs 24 hours a day, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. If you're not thinking about thongs, will be on your mind all day, every day. Actually, no. No, maybe not every day. That's a bit much. That's a bit much. I'm just saying, though. Thong, 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 thong. Brax is in the house, but yeah, it's movie night. Landmine goes click. It's described as a horror drama action, directed by Levan Bakia, starring Sterling Knight, Spencer Locke, and Dean Gaia. If I'm saying that right, Gaia, maybe. It is on Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, then get it on Zero. If you don't have Amazon Prime, well, you can still watch along and have some fun. Oof. But I should take my own advice. Let me get my Amazon Prime on Zero. There we go. I'm on Zero. So I'll start the moving it just a little bit. And just a little bit. Well, it is, dog. Man like Braxton. Metallica, though, they just hit different. Yeah, for real, man. I was thinking about D12 fight music at the time, not thongs. I mean, yeah, the fight music songs is a pretty cool song, but I don't know, man. Thongs. I think Cisco did a song with yeah, pretty sure Cisco did a song with Will Smith at one time. Was it Wild Wild West? Yeah, I think it was on a Wild Wild West track as well. Did like the chorus or something. Oh wait, did Brax? Oh, you did as well. Oh snap! Oh, that's called a teeth dryer. Yeah. Just Sam. Or if you really feel the need to go by the full name, then it's Samuel. Would seem about weird if halfway through the video D12 then all of a sudden started talking about thongs. I don't know if that'd be weird. I mean, Eminem and Bizarre especially, like their whole thing, it was like, you know, out there. Like they were just mad with their lyrics. You know, Bizarre on D12 stuff, like I think even on that song, Fight Music, was he talking about I can't remember what he said anymore, but yeah, like I think there's another one song they do. I don't remember which song it is, but I know there's one song they do where Bizarre's lyrics are something about, you know, getting a guy to take his little sister's virginity or something, and it's like, rah. Like their whole thing was weird. Their whole thing was like madness. So I don't think thongs would have been that weird for D12, especially if it was coming from Bizarre or Eminem. I don't think, definitely Bizarre. If Bizarre would have talked about thongs in that song, nobody would have batted either. They'd be like, all right, it's Bizarre. It's what he does. You know what I mean? The man did his whole rap videos with a shower cap on. It's like, come on. It wouldn't be weird him talking about thongs at all. It would be quite fitting. Thanks on Cisco. Yeah, it was Will Smith and Drew Hill. We were Cisco was in the group. Yeah, Drew Hill. Drew Hill were pretty big as well. Like I remember, like before Cisco went solo, Drew Hill were quite popular. Shut up. It's going mad for now. Okay. I remember the little Wild West toys in the bucket. Good smell. Yeah, I don't know if we got those in our Burger King meals, but then again, I probably wasn't checking Burger King meals at the time that movie came out, so maybe. But yeah. But yeah, Bizarre. Oh, I was gonna say that. Yeah, so that video, fight music, they referenced a film which is a classic movie, and who knows, maybe one of these days I might have to do it for movie night as well, because it's definitely a classic. It's from like 1978. 77, I think 78 or 77. It was a 70s, late 70s movie called Warriors. So that bit with Ice-T where he's like, "Can you dig it?" That's what that was from, when he's talking to like all the different gangs. That's from the Warriors, where they have what's his, Cyrus, I think it's called. But he's like he's trying to unite the gangs of New York, and he's giving a speech at the beginning. He's like, "Can you dig it?" But yeah, classic movie called Warriors. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dig that out. I'm gonna have to find that and do that for moving out one of these days. But yeah, if you've not seen it, yeah. Drew Hill were awesome. Favorite songs from them: "How Deep Is Your Love" and "Beauty." Burger King has gone downhill. Last time I had it, it was a tasteless piece of crap. Just full of it. You call yourself meant for B. Meant for B. That sounds like an insect or something, like, or like what's like one of those things, like you're like a super villain. You know what I mean? Mantha B. I see. Yeah. But that's the bit that he was doing. That's the reference to Warriors. Can you dig it? I said, can you dig it? But yeah, classic movie, man. Warriors come out to play. All right. So yeah, this movie's called Landmine Goes Click. I'm gonna do a countdown, then press play. There's no subtitles on this, which sucks, man. What is it with Amazon and not having subtitles in the movies? I swear most of the movies don't have subtitles. Like, what the hell, man? But anyway, I'm going to do countdown, press play. So it'll be 3, 2, 1, play. But let me switch over to this screen first of all. What's going on? Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, so yeah. So there we go. All right. So, ready? 3, 2, 1, play. Sounds like something from Metal Gear Solid. Did I miss something? What's from Metal Gear Solid? Oh, what's going on, man? Ugh, screw it. Yeah, that was in 1999, 2000. That tarantula from the movie came in parts, none of the whole toy. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. That big ass thing at the end. I don't know if that makes you sound like a bug or very street. Maybe both. Mantha B. Mantha B bugging. I don't know. Maybe you can make that work. You might need to get like a tracksuit, like a full-on Adidas tracksuit. You know, and wear the Adidas with the no laces, and you know, white t-shirt underneath the tracksuit, right? And yeah, I think you could pull off a Mantha B if you did that. If you had that Adidas tracksuit, like a turquoise Adidas tracksuit with a white t-shirt, white Adidas trainers with no laces, I think you could pull off Mantha B if you did it like that. that could work. It's gonna be Adidas though. I don't think it'll work with Nike. It's gonna be Adidas. This looks like toys so far. Like they're moving around toys. It looks like a model set, like a scale model set right now. You know what? Now that you said it, it does sound like an insect, but it's all good though, and even better that it sounds like a villain. Yeah. Alright, so here's a question. if you were a supervillain, what would be your origin story? That's my question for everybody. What would be you don't have to go into too much detail. I mean, I get it, it's just typing. But let's say if you were a supervillain, what would be your brief origin story? Pretty sure edit can be a rapper without actual. I mean, I'm just saying, rappers these days, talent is kind of optional, so. He sounds like something. Oh, Meth B sounds like. Okay, gotcha. Actually, yeah. I can see that. Metal Gear Mantha B. Run DMC, yep. Run Mantha B. Do a poll. Run Mantha. Nah, this was a bit more open. I think a poll would be too closed because there's only limited options. So, what would be your brief origin story if you were a supervillain? I think mine would be that I just got one too many shitty comments on YouTube and I went mad. I think that'd be my one. I was so out of coffee. Someone looked at me funny and simply snapped, embraced my darkness and never looked back. Oh yeah, I could see that. Will be placed in between the anti-villain neutral category, still be placed as a villain. Also, it would be me starting to embrace the dark side of life. Just woke up one day, I was like, you don't know the power of the dark side. I don't think you could just marry somebody if you're not an ordained minister though. Like, you do need to have a license, which I'm not sure this guy has. I don't think his marriage counts, not legally anyway. But I mean, it still counts, just not legally. He's jealous of his friends. It's a sucky friend. Can't be happy for his friends. He's gonna be like, oh yeah, I don't really do anything. I think what's wrong is kind of obvious though. Like, the guy ain't got a girlfriend. He probably hasn't had a girlfriend for a long time, and he's just jealous of them two. That's what's wrong. So it sounds beautiful. That's the scary part. Could be happening next week. sure it's not based on a true story. So yeah, the guy's just jealous that they're together and he hasn't got a girlfriend. That's just... come on, man. There's the type of guy that goes on a shooting rampage because he hasn't had no pussy in like 2 years or something. Like, that's this guy right there. Finally got his head out of his ass. Oof, shit. Yeah, and having an admiration for villains, the Shade, and the vampire characters and snakes are my inspiration. Hey, Braxton might be going there already. Like, damn. All right. Oh, sorry, not yet. Anyway. May your coffee be ever flowing. May your coffee flow like tap water. Hear him, we can be quiet, really. Alright, alright. Part of this movie feels like it's being filmed on, you know, like a DSLR camera or something like that. It's not a problem. It's just that's kind of just how it looks. Not this part so much, but some of the other parts. Well, that was awkward. So it could be a possibility. Yeah, but I would have snake eyes, tongue, fangs. Still have my regular teeth and some scales. So to put like a split in your tongue, is that what you mean? Alright, here's another question then. Once you become a supervillain, what's your supervillain name? Oh, he just stepped on a landmine. Oh. Oh, mate. That is not the holiday you wanted, is it? But especially stay out of my way, Alan. You know, just in case. Or at least come with coffee. Black coffee. None of that latte crap. Oof. You're gonna have to stand there for 4 hours, you know. Well, that's 4 hours to get to town. He's gonna need 4 hours to get back. Brax has given me a name ready. Okay, he's sticking with Matt for B. Okay, okay. What my super villain name be then? Let's see. I feel like the Haze, but I don't know. That might be a bit lame as a super villain name, though. Yeah, almost like X-Men mutant. Part of the Snake Clan. Okay. I'm not sure I remember those guys from X-Men. Did he steal their camera, though? That guy was like, oh yeah, wait there for 4 hours. I swear he took their camera. He never put their camera back, did he? I don't know if they can trust this guy. Yeah, dude stole their camera. He ain't coming back. The man is not coming back. He's put the landmine there so he can steal their camera. You cheeky bastard, like. This man is not coming back at all. Do you speak English? What if you didn't? Yeah, you jet. Snaker themed. Or reptilian or something. What? What's going on? Wait, what's going on? Wait, there's a guy's trying to marry her. Wait, what? Oh wait, I forgot what's happened. That girl probably had a cheated on Daniel with that dude, didn't he? That's right. I think this Daniel guy set them up, and the other guy's in on it. That's my other character choice. That'd be Nightshade or Nightblood. Nightshade or Nightblood. Nightshade. Braxton. Really? Nightshade or Nightblood. Okay. I'm not here to judge. But Nightshade. Alright. Oh, he set them up. His best friend banged his girl, and now he wants revenge. Oof. Raw. I mean, I could understand being hurt by infidelity, but man, this might be a tad too far. I'm just saying, like, guy could end up killing his former best friend and girlfriend. How about just call, you know what I mean? Just, yeah, this is a little much. All right, here's a question. In fact, this could be a poll, actually. All right, so here's the question I've got for the poll now. If you stepped on a landmine like this guy did, and you had to stand there waiting for 4 hours for help. So you had to stand on that landmine for 4 hours before you can get help. Can you stand there for 4 hours? Or are you dead in 5 minutes? That's the poll question coming up. Yeah, sounds goofy. Third name's just up with Shadow Guy, Shadow Fiend. I would, as a suggestion, up to you of course, but I would suggest leaving words like Shadow and Night out of it. Just we used to have a show back in the 90s called Gladiator. And one of the one of the gladiators was called Nightshade. I mean, strippers and beer can be fun, but Wolf was my favorite character. Oh, I remember Wolf. Ah. Yeah, Wolf was I think one of the popular ones. I think. He had like long black hair. Gladiator. Warrior was a beast. Warrior. I'm not sure I remember Warrior actually. I mean, I feel like I remember the name. I'm not sure I can remember what he looks like. But yeah, I remember there was one called Shadow. I know another one called Nightshade. And yeah, they were maybe a little bit more notorious at the time. His character can control the dark. It's a decent enough fit. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. You know what? I've had jobs where I've been on my feet for way more than 4 hours, but you're moving around. To stand still for 4 hours though, oh, that could be a challenge. That could be a challenge. Standing still, and especially when you're gonna make sure the pressure is on one side so that you don't accidentally set it off. So you can walk for, I think I've walked for 4 hours easily. Well, not easily, but I've walked for 4 hours. I'm sure I've done that plenty of times. Like with jobs that I've had, being on your feet for so long. But to stand still for 4 hours with the pressure on one side of your body. Shadow's a scary looking dude though. Those eyes. He looks at you like he was gonna kill you. He was awesome. Yeah. It's intense, wasn't he? Since you told about one of my favorite DC guys, The Shade. Okay. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I remember it was that video I watched. Whoa, this guy's crazy. What's up with all the shoot first, ask questions later people in here? Oh, this guy's a creep. He's gonna want some poontang. You could tell this guy. He's gonna want something in return. And I think he wants that woman. He's gonna want to see some boobies. Nah, I don't trust this guy. He's a creep. He looks like a creep. He acts like a creep. He asks creepy questions. He ain't trying to help for free. Oh my days, this guy. You know what? They should punch this guy in the face. They don't need his help. Yo, what up, Glue Flight? Good. No, I said it wrong. Gwell Fight. I'm sorry. What up, Andrew? How you doing? Rock and roll, rock and roll. Yes, sir. It's movie night tonight. Watching Landmine Goes Click, and this creepy guy is being an arsehole. Yeah, still learning more about him. My other inspiration: Aku, Dracula, Smoke from Mortal Kombat, and Shadow Slammer from Legend of the Hawaiian Slammers. Okay, Dracula. Okay, old school. Bram Stoker. We talking about? Crew from Samurai Jack, by the way, if you wasn't sure. Okay, I mean, yeah, I don't watch Samurai Jack, so I wouldn't have known that. That line's from a movie. I think you should check it out. Okay. Which movie is that? Rain Man. 97X, the future of rock and roll. It's not Rain Man. I mean, that's from Rain Man. Rock and roll, it's not Rain Man. Rain Man's a good movie though. Oh, I see Spinal Tap. Yeah, yeah. They make a sequel to that, you know. Well, according to Twitter, at least. I knew it. Told you this guy's a creep. Is that black bar there to cover something specific? No, that's the hole for the subtitles, but there's no subtitles, so it's just a hole that has nothing. I was confused. Now it's so good. If the subtitles were there, it would look like, yeah, but it's not, so, yeah. And yes, the Bram Stoker's Dracula and the Van Helsing Dracula 2004. If you don't know about old 90s cartoon legend of the Hawaiian Slammers, check it out. I don't know about it, actually, so okay. This guy's a creep, what'll I tell you? Yeah, he can't spend American dollars where he's from. But pussy is it has every currency. Yeah, wish the cartoon was longer, but still, like, okay, so it was a short-lived cartoon. This, oh, she's gonna do it as well. Well, that black bar might be covering some stuff in a moment, on Andrew, but it might be covering a few things in a moment. Watching a naughty movie over there. Well, it wasn't, but this guy's a creep. So he's gonna dig that hole, and exchanged. This girl gave him her panties. I mean, to be honest, the money would have been much more valuable because you could get that exchanged to something. Yo, what up, Frozen Gamer? You think pens can write underwater? I know it's random. I don't know if that's ever been tested, but I doubt it. Oh, this guy! This guy is a... And as for Metal Gear, from the upper comments, I haven't played that game in a good time. One of the games on PS2. Yeah, Metal Gear. I played the last Metal Gear 5, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, old school Metal Gear was it, man. First we had COVID and now we have monkeypox. Such a classic. Yeah. Monkeypox going around apparently. Was it 9 people, 10 people? Was it? I don't know, 9 I think. Someone playing out of school, yeah. Everybody has different experience playing MGS. Oh. I don't even care about what's going around at this point. It's whatever now. Yeah, monkeypox has been chickenpox has been a thing. So what's next? We've got chickenpox, monkeypox, I don't know, foxpox. It's crazy indeed. Dogpox, catpox. He wants her to buy it. It's the end of the world. Well, problem solved, I guess. Pigeon pox, probably, yeah. Oh my days, this guy! Yellow milk, yeah, at the time as a kid I didn't understand it. You can pick the language in the game. When I played first Resident Evil, you can choose blood color. Man. Monkeypox is here in the States. But ask me if I really give a damn. You a collector.
We don't die from an illness. Russia might do us. Screw it. Well, something gonna kill us, that's for sure. People like to collect watches, coins, etc. I don't really collect too many things these days. I guess the closest that I come to collection is with vinyl. I have like a small vinyl collection. But I don't really... I mean, I did at one time, I guess, collect DVDs, but I don't really do it anymore. But this guy is nuts. He's the worst person to have around in a situation like this. I collect these nuts. I think that might be the first D's nuts jokes I've seen in this live streams. Dodgeball's a great movie. Oh yeah, Dodgeball, I've seen that. That's funny. You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. I mean, he's not wrong. It's just, yeah. Balls move slower than a wrench, so yeah. You watched the new Candyman movie? Yeah, I did actually. You watched that a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, Amazon. That's right. Yeah, that's why I watched it. It's alright. I mean, had its moments, you know. There's some things I liked about it, but I'll say overall it was yeah. It's good. You like, okay, cool. I mean, I felt it's I think it's fair. Oh, wait, is he leaving? So he's then you're gonna get the radio help. I'm saying nothing. Yeah, I mean it's pretty much yeah, horror movie with not much horror in it, but yeah. But that guy was a creep. He saved me 1 hour of my life. You saved me 1 hour of my life. Because of the movie, I mean. Okay.
Had I saved you an hour of your life, or was you talking to someone else when you said that? Because I ain't gonna watch it because it's alright, like you said. Fair enough. I mean, I think I would say it's worth watching. But yeah, maybe don't have too many expectations. Oh, it's getting serious now. Giving it a rewatch to see again with fresh eyes, but can't remember myself to watch it again. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's worth a rewatch. Well, actually, no, I think it can be worth a rewatch, but yeah, I don't think it's a must-see rewatch. It's maybe not that good. $40D is good. I watched The Simpsons on it. $40D, what's that, like a bra size or something? How'd you watch The Simpsons on 40D? Do you like put the TV in the bra? Is that how that works? Does that the bra hold up the TV? Because the bra's so big it can hold up a television. For 0D. Yeah. Basically, John. Oh, 40D. Okay, gotcha. I know what you mean. For on demand. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, for on demand is alright. I watch that. I use it sometimes. Oh, cut their mouth. This guy's ugh. Watched no escape room tournament. Oh, champions last night, but it was buffering back and forth. So I'll have to watch it again. I like to be fair when it comes to movies, so sometimes I rewatch it to see if I can change my mind. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I think that could be a good thing to do actually. But I mean, I guess actually no. When did you watch the first one? I guess it's been a while actually, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's been a while since you watched it for the first time. So yeah, maybe like, now that time's kind of passed, you've kind of gotten over the initial kind of feelings. Yeah, it could be worth watching it again, see if you've changed your view on it, or maybe see things a bit differently, or maybe spot something you didn't spot earlier, that sort of thing. Oh, is he going to rape her? Damn. Married with Children, yeah, that was funny. He is. He's raping her right in front of him. Oh, shit. Bill Cosby. I think Bill Cosby's out now. I think he came out a little while ago. Man, this guy. Apparently he was guilty, but there was like a technicality why he had to be let out of prison. It was something to do with like some deal or something, I can't remember, but yeah. Man, this guy is sick though. My biggest thing apart from no actual horror was I didn't like the main character. He just kind of sucked as a person. Oh yeah, I think that's probably tragedy. He was a bit bland. At least in this movie. And he's old now and blind in one eye. I really liked watching the Cosby Show. Cosby Show was the show back in the day, but it's just a stain now. I mean, it's a shame because that was such a great show and it did a lot back when it was on, but man. This guy humiliated this woman and then raped her. Oh, man. People looked up to him. Oh, for real. A lot of people did, myself included. Alright, what just happened? I don't... Yo, what has happened? It got dark and I couldn't really see too clear what's going on. It was a fake landmine all along. Raw. But you really raped that girl, though. So what? How did she die then? Because it's so dark on this picture. I don't know who has got it worse. Her or the guy helpless on the landmine. Well, I mean, I guess that landmine turned out to be fake, but I don't know what happened to her. It was so dark I couldn't really see what was going on. The dog went for the guy on the landmine and the landmine didn't go off. But how did she get shot or something, or? The guy shot her accident. Oh. Oh right, because he had the So I guess when the dog pushed him off the landmine, he shot and then hit her. Okay, I get it now. I get it. I appreciate that, Sam. But yeah, no, Bill Cosby was... And it's crazy because, like, I can remember being a kid and, like, watching Bill Cosby and think to myself, man, I wish this guy was my dad. You know, can you believe that? I used to watch Bill Cosby and think, I wish this guy was my dad. But now, after everything that's happened, I look at Bill Cosby now and I just think to myself, maybe he is. Yeah. I'm gonna try and watch that road movie. Oh yeah, definitely must see movie. Yeah, that's one of my favorite gags, one of my favorite jokes. Oh wait, here we go. There we go. So he's gonna find that creep and kill him. Is that what's gonna happen now? James Evans Senior. I need it in the homes of today, at least here in the States, but how about UK? What's James Evans Senior? So what's he gonna do? Is he gonna kill this guy? I mean, this guy's a creep. But he still needs to take care of his former friend, though. He was a very well-known TV dad in the 70s at Black sitcom Good Times. Okay, I've heard of Good Times. I wasn't not familiar enough to show to know the name. So, dude, you gotta put that on your TV series watch list. Also, that's a must-watch. Good Times. Was it JJ in Good Times? That's the name I hear. I think. it's gotten real now. John Amos and Goofy JJ Kid, Dynamite. John Amos, yeah, coming to America. I know that guy. Didn't he leave the show because he didn't like the way he was being portrayed? Okay. This guy. This guy, man. Dude looks a little uncomfortable here, for real. He should have put a bullet in him already, though, still. Yeah, man. He was called something. He left the show, but when the show began, Esther Roll, Florida, I didn't want her character to be without her husband. Glad she did that. Yeah, I think they was talking about it on Comedy Hype one time. Something about he didn't like the portrayal of the characters, and he felt it was like a negative portrayal of black characters, and ended up leaving the show because of it. Leave my phone out of this. Like, he didn't just rape his friend right in front of him, and now he wants to be all diplomatic. Really, nah, bun that, man. Listen, this man gotta go.
Guessing it was because of where the setting took place, the Chi-Town ghetto, but the dynamic of how a family unit should be was correctly portrayed. Okay. Guess I'd have to watch at some point, see about it, but yeah. Too scared now, for real. Got himself in a predicament. Like, why would you agree to something like that, though? Like, this guy wants to torment his girlfriend and his friend over infidelity, and you agree to help him out and torture them, and they're gonna rape the girl. Like, why would you think that was a good idea? Like, at what point did you not think, sounds a bit much, don't it? You know, humiliating her, making her take off her clothes, pretending he's gonna help, but he wasn't. Nah, this man took it way too far. Shot at them as well. Where's the child portion of him my plate? Yeah, don't skimp on the food. Oh, don't tell me he's a Christian, man. You ain't no Christian. What you doing? He didn't dial a number. It looks like a code of some kind he put in. He just armed something. And the silver lining, like how just about everything does, it was showing aspects of real life and touched on important or taboo subjects that lasted into this day and time. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's the same with a lot of shows. It's like, as much as they might get wrong, they don't necessarily get everything wrong. And it's just like, I guess deciding how much of the negatives and how much of if the negatives outweigh the positives or the positives outweigh the negatives. I guess more specifically, what sits well with you as an individual if you're having to portray a certain thing. Oh, the dog got it. The dog got hit. Don't kill the dog, though. No such thing as bad dogs, just bad owners. Leave the dog out of this. I kill you. What's he doing now? Oof.
Yeah, another series of the time. Jennifer Sanford and Son. What's happening? All in the family, Maud, etc. Who's gonna make a take of her clothes or something? I mean, I get he wants his revenge, but he really should leave the family out of it though still. Like, they don't know their dad's a creep. Or husband's a creep. Or maybe they're about to find out, let's see. There are no good guys in this show, by the way, in this movie. There are no good guys. He's blaming it on the alcohol. Oh. Mm. Oh no, come on, man. There's, oh jeez, this guy, man. He's doing to... This is not okay. This is not okay, man.
What's he gonna rape the daughter as well? Like, bloody hell, man. There are no good guys in this movie. They're all a bunch of arseholes. I'm saying what he did is right because it isn't, but you reap what you sow. Well, that's true. That's true. But damn, man. Bruh. I'm enjoying watching this woman stand still. Oh, right, you mean a video. I mean the picture, yeah. By the way, this is Amazon Prime. It's called Landmine Goes Click. We're quite a ways into the movie now, but if you want to catch up, we're about an hour 30 into the movie. There's maybe about 10 minutes left. If you've got Amazon Prime, you can watch it from about hour 30 in. It's about a guy who steps on a landmine and then everything goes bad. Some of my favourites are the Golden Girls, Mr. Benson, Night Court, Mama's Family, Amen, Cheers. Okay. Some of them I'm not sure we had in the UK, like Golden Girls we did, Cheers we did. I'm not sure about the others.
So this guy's effectively doing to him what he did to him. Ay. They're all on YouTube now. What's all on? Oh, the shows. Jefferson's too. Oh, this could. Show called Chef on Go. Oh yeah, let me hear. Yeah, I remember that show. I don't watch it, but I remember it. Remember it being on. Oof. Oh. Bro, don't act like you didn't know that could happen. See him standing there like, oh, what have I done? Nah. You brought live bullets in that gun. Don't act like you didn't think that could happen. You must have came here prepared to kill. Nah. Don't be acting all sorry now. Oh, now you realize what he's done. With their ass. Yeah, I'm assuming those other ones besides chairs and Golden Girls didn't air over on England back in the day, but the world knew the Golden Girls, even the royals over there met them. Oh yeah, Golden Girls was popular. No, don't start acting all, oh, I'm upset now. Nah. You wanted revenge. You wanted to do to him what he did to you. I understand it. I mean, I ain't saying it's okay. It's not okay. Let me be clear on that. You should have just took it out on the dude, finished him off. But nah, you wanted to play this game, and now you're acting all like, oh man, I didn't mean to kill. Nah, bun that, man. Nah, you brought the gun. You played the game. You spanned the bullet, the chamber around. Don't act like you didn't think this could happen. Like you thought it's just going to be all hunky-dory and everybody goes about their lives afterwards and she just goes to school the next day and it's all fun and game. Nah, Okay, and that's the end of the movie. Landmine goes click, bullet goes pop. Alright, so for those who watched that, or for those who might have seen it before, what you think of Landmine Goes Click? Some of my favorite action, drama, suspense, mystery, crime series, the 80s murder. Mediterranean was popular over here. Columbo, yeah, another one. 21 Jump Street. That one I'm not sure if they showed over here, actually. I've heard of it, and I've seen the movies, but I'm not sure they showed that TV show. But if they did, then yeah, I guess I just missed it. But yeah, Johnny Depp, Hollywood Runs to Be, wasn't it? Young. And Miami Vice, of course, that was popular, but I haven't checked Miami Vice yet. You can get your revenge, but it comes at a price. And is it worth it? Indeed. Is it worth it? So yeah, I mean, it was an interesting film. I liked kind of like the suspense factor of it. That was pretty spot on, I think, in terms of, like, you know, especially in the beginning where it's like he's on a landmine, you know, could it blow up, could it not? Because at this point you don't know, even though it's a fake landmine, right? So I thought those scenes were pretty cool. I would say, like, yeah, it did get a bit dark at times, and it was difficult to see, like, what was actually going on screen. So yeah, big up to Sam for letting me know what I missed. And yeah, in terms of what they did, like their actions, it's like, okay, so this guy, he cheated on the girl, so he cheated on her boyfriend with this guy, who's his best friend. So yeah, I totally understand being upset. I think anybody can understand being upset and devastated, finding that stuff like that out. But then what he does next is set them up to be on his landmine. Which, okay, granted the landmine was fake, right? But, you know, still pretty pretty cool thing to do. Like, we don't know it's fake. He let them believe it's fake. I guess in fairness, it's a cruel thing to do, but considering the landmine was fake, you know, that in and of itself wasn't that bad. But then what was bad is the fact that he got this other guy to, you know, do what he did. Like, he wasn't the Ilial guy. He got him to come and pretend he's gonna help. Meanwhile, he's just humiliating the girl, raping the girl, shooting at them, and doing all kinds of madness. So that's like a whole nother thing in and of itself. And that's like, nah, like, the landmine setting up is like bad enough. You know, if it was just that and he just made him stand there and then at the end you find it's fake, it could have been like, okay, it's still pretty cruel, but no real harm done. But the fact that he got this other guy to go there and then do what he did is like, nah, come on, man, you can't be doing that. That's way too far. But then of course then he goes back to this guy's house, his farmer's house, and tries to do to him what he did to him by torturing his family. And it's like, look, I get that you want to get your revenge. I get that you want to, you know, shoot this guy. You said you're going to kill him, this, that, and the other. But you brought his family into it because he wanted to do the same thing. End up killing this girl. And it's like, look, you can't. No, it's too late to act sorry. You know what I mean? It's too late to be like, oh, I didn't mean, nah, sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, but you know what I mean? It's too late for that. It's like, you brought a gun with real bullets to this thing to torture this family because you wanted to take your revenge in that same way of treating him how he treated you. You can't be acting like you didn't think something like that could happen. If you're going to do that, you need to be prepared that that could happen, that you might be killing somebody. You know, you might be putting bullets in all of them. Like, that's the mindset you gotta have doing that sort of thing. You can't be there acting like, oh, I thought this was gonna be all funny. Nah, But yeah. Oh yeah, I remember Tales from the Crypt. Actually, we used to no. One thing, no, we had Twilight. No, we didn't have Tales from the Crypt. We had something else. Tales of the Unexpected, I think it was called. That's what we had, Tales of the Unexpected. Tales from the Crypt, maybe, if they did have it, I never saw it, but we had a show called Tales of the Unexpected. I remember the theme tune from it. That's what we had. I remember the theme tune. Don't remember anything else from it. For a low budget film, I thought it was good and highly suspenseful and decent acting. Yeah, I think the acting was pretty spot on. I don't think you could fault the acting. And I'll say, like, apart from a few shots here and there, for the most part, you can't even tell it's a low budget. I mean, you can tell it's a low budget movie. It's clearly, like, not very expensive, but it doesn't have. For the most part, it doesn't feel like a low budget movie, because I think they did very well in working within their means. You know, I think one of the biggest problems or biggest mistakes that low budget films make sometimes is that they try to do things that are outside of what they can do, and it shows. Like when you try to make a film look more than what you could actually make it look like, and it just shows. But I feel like they worked well within their budget. And for the most part, like there's a few shots where it looked like, that's same before, it looked like they were shot on a DSLR camera. I would assume the whole thing was probably shot on a DSLR camera, really. But only a few shots really looked like that, and the rest of it they color graded quite nicely, so it came out okay. So yeah, definitely they did pretty well with whatever budget they had to shoot this movie. Let me switch over to this screen actually. I hit the wrong button. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. You know, that was Landmine Goes Click. Next week, we're gonna do Rosewood, which is also on Amazon, but that's a paid movie. So if you don't want to buy it, that's cool. I get it. But that's in the film for next week for Rosewood. But yeah, like I was saying last week, though, I think after that, I ain't trying to see another civil rights movie. I think that's going to be the last civil rights movie we see, at least for a while. Because they can just, don't get me wrong, I feel like they're important movies and people need to understand these are things that happen, of course. But yeah, I think we could allow it for a while. After that, we could allow it for a good while before we come back to another civil rights film, I think. Have you seen the 1990 Night to Live In? Not the 1991, no. I have seen the original one, though. The original one's a classic horror movie from, was it 1960 something or other? But yeah, not seen the remake. I think Tony Todd's in the remake, isn't he? I know people are quite smart when it comes to low budget, but you can find some hidden gems. Oh, definitely. Some of the best movies out there are low budget movies. But yeah, I just think it comes down to working within your means. You know, like if you have, you could make a great movie with £1,000. Like if you know how to work within your budget, you know. Don't try to do something that you clearly can't do that's outside of what you could afford to do properly. Think about what you can do well. You know, you might have to get some of the actors to work overtime with not much pay and things like that, but certainly it is absolutely possible to make a great movie with not much money. Actually, let's see if we can find out what the budget on this movie was. Let's go to the movie database, because movie database does sometimes let you know what the budget of a film was. So let's see, Landmine Goes Click. Let's see what the movie database says about its budget, if it's indeed listed here, as sometimes they are. Here we go. So it was made for an estimated $1 million. Which is a lot of money for me, but for a movie, yeah, that's a very low budget movie. $1 million this movie costs. I think Reservoir Dogs was made for about the same amount of money, actually. But for comparison, a film like the Marvel movies, they get made for like $200+ million. So yeah, $1 million is a low budget movie.
That was way before the civil rights movement, but I hear you, dude. Let's see, Rosewood. And we just looked it up real quick. Oh, flipping hell, man. You know what? I don't know if anyone has a problem with Amazon Prime, but when you try to type things in the search engine, it can get so finicky sometimes. Okay, so yeah, list of fun movie for next week. Rosewood, directed by John Singleton, starring John Voight and Ving Rhames. Set in 1923, so yeah, before civil rights, but yeah. Or is it before civil rights? I guess it's before the civil rights movement, not necessarily before civil rights. Civil rights would have been around because, you know, people have rights to be civil, right? But the civil rights movement, yeah, it would have been before that. I tried to get people to watch Killer Weekend, and that one will. I'm like, dude, you're missing that. Killer Weekend was pretty cool. I enjoyed that, actually. And that's tier list, dude. You might end up liking that version of Barbara a bit better. Won't give you no spoilers. Okay, what was that, the remake of Night of the Living Dead? Let's see. There we go. So yeah, Night of the Living Dead, Tony Todd, 1990. I think we did Night of the Living Dead for movie night, the original Night of the Living Dead for movie night a while ago. So yeah, I guess it makes sense to do the remake as well. All right, let me put that down. Let me write that down. That makes sense to check out the remake at some point. Barbara. Coming to get you, Barbara. There's also a Night of the Living Dead Resurrection that was made in 2013. But yeah, there's like quite a few of those movies. There's like Night of the Living Dead, Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Shaun of the Dead. A million back then, though, would have been a decent amount. This movie was made in 2015. Or do you mean another movie that I missed something? But yeah, 2015 this was made for $1 million, or an estimated $1 million according to the Internet Movie Database, and it was filmed in Georgia. I say made in 2015. It's released in 2015. It's probably made, you know, before it was released. Yeah, the fight for civil rights was happening during the 1920s, but civil rights movement came in mid-50s, 60s, early 60s, yeah. I've put Rosewood in my watch list. Nice. Not to be confused with Rosebud. Yeah, and just wait and see the guy who did the role of Ben. Yeah, that was Tony Todd, wasn't it? Yeah. Wasn't it? Yeah, I see his name listed here, Tony Todd. Candyman himself.
Diary of the Dead. But they made loads of these movies, man. Damn. Candyman himself. 1990. So this would have been before Candyman, though, wasn't it? Candyman, I think, was 1993. So. Or 92. Okay, yeah, it was 92. So yeah, it was before Candyman still. Alright, so here's the thing. While I'm driving around, I use Waze, right? The Waze app for navigation. And I downloaded the Christina Aguilera voice for the Waze app. So I hear Christina Aguilera's voice in my ears giving directions when I'm driving around. Now, there's a part where you come to a roundabout, right? And Christina says, at the roundabout, take the first exit and fight on fighter. At least that's what it sounds like she's saying. But then sometimes it sounds like she's saying ride on rider, or ride on fighter, or fight on rider. I'm like, wait, I'm sure I'm hearing like different things each time. So I tweeted it out. And I said on the Waze app, what is Christina Aguilera saying? And Waze responded saying it's the third one, which is Ride on Fighter. But I don't know, I feel like they're not being serious when they say that, because they put a heart and a laugh emoji next to it. So I feel like they're not being completely serious when they say it's the third one. But I don't know. It sounds like all of them to me. Like I feel like it's Fight on Fighter. If I had to pick one, I feel like I hear Fight on Fighter the most. But then I'm pretty sure I'm hearing Ride on Rider as well sometimes. And Ride on Fighter. Anyway, it doesn't matter. As long as you get the first exit. Millions for Res Dogs. Oh, right. Okay, gotcha. Actually, no, I think Reservoir Dogs was still considered low budget at the time, if I remember correctly. Let's see here. Because Reservoir Dogs was 90 something. Yeah, 92. And according to the movie database, it was made for an estimated $1.2 million. Okay. So just over $1 million, this one, $1.2 million. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was still considered low budget at that time in 93. In 92 rather. Or whenever it was made, 92, 93. 90s. Let's see here. Average movie budget 1990. The average ticket price, no, that's not what I want to know for a film. What was the average cost of a movie in the 90s? There we go. In the 90s, for the most part, cinema attendance was up. Mostly multi-screen. That's not what I'm trying to ask, man. Oh, wait. Here we go. Although the average film budget was almost $53 million by 1998. Many films cost over $100 million to produce, and some of the most expensive blockbusters were even more. The first film that is confirmed to have a $1 million budget is Foolish Wives of 1922, with the studio taking advantage of its exorbitant price and advertising it as the first real $1 million picture. Well, there's a piece of trivia right there. But yeah, I mean, look, yeah, $1 million in 1990 would have been still, I guess, low, but not necessarily as low as it is now. You could probably do more with $1 million in 1990 than you can do with $1 million now. I think that's fair to say. You could probably do a lot more with $1 million in 1990 than you could do with $1 million in 2020. In 2020. Like right now, $1 million could probably get you an ice cream, and that's about it. Yeah, those Return of the Living Dead films, I reckon did, like I said, yeah, I still got those written down, I think, actually. Yeah, I got them. I went to Necropolis better. Yeah, I think Candyman came out in 91. Yeah. I gotta go to bed, gotta be up in the morning. See y'all, take care. Yo, Mr. Alan Evans, appreciate you coming through, man. It is 11:30 right now, 11:33 right now, so yeah, maybe just go for a little bit longer, but yeah, I might be going to bed. Flipping out. Hey, are we back? Yeah, we back. Damn it, man, the microphones disconnect sometimes. Yeah, the mainstream news by Go trying to get mofos hyped with the monkeypox outbreak in US. There's a bigger outbreak of damn inflation. Watch the 5:30 NBC World News right now. Well, watching that, okay. Yeah, I haven't really paid much attention to the news, but I've seen a little bit about monkeypox going around, and in the UK, I think they said like 9 people had it. So, you know, be careful out there and all that. I guess is what can you do though? What can you do? This is take precautions, but what can you do? You can't not live your life, right? So just gotta try and find ways to. But I mean, we've been through one pandemic. We're about to go for another. Gee, monkeypox now. Right. Signs of a zombie outbreak, I think. Where we're turning into zombies bit by bit. We're just turning into zombies. Let's check on this poll real quick, actually. So let me end this poll. Get the final results. So the question was: if you stepped on a landmine and you had to stand waiting for 4 hours for help, I can stand for 4 hours easy, or I'll be dead in 5 minutes. Most of you, 66% of you, said that you can stand for 4 hours easy. Okay. 33% of you said you'd be dead in 5 minutes. Well, hopefully you lost a bit longer than 5 minutes, but yeah, I get you. But yeah, I feel like true, in my personal opinion, all this was intentionally released. No, I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't too far from the truth. I'm just saying. But yeah, I mean, standing still for 4 hours, I think it can. I mean, it can be done, right? But I think it's harder than it sounds, because especially if you're having to, like I said before, you're having to put all your weight or most of your weight on one side so that you don't really put too much pressure and accidentally blow yourself up. So Sam said 5 minutes. So like, I'm even gonna try. I'm just gonna, you know. So yeah, I don't know if I could stand for 4 hours still, because like at some point, you know, your leg's gonna start to feel funny, you know, the blood circulation is gonna be all weird, right? You know, things like that. I don't know if it's that easy, like especially after a few hours, you know. And it's not like you can it's not like when you're walking, you can maybe like shake your legs a little bit to get the blood circulating a bit better. You can maybe shake your foot, shake your leg, you know, do a little something. If you have to stand still for 4 hours, you can't do none of that. So all the blood's just like, you know what I mean? It's going to have that weird feeling in your leg where you get that weird pins and needle feeling. So I don't know, man. 4 hours, oof. I'm not saying it can't be done. I don't know if it's an easy thing though. But some of you, well, 66% of you said you reckon you can do it easy. So hey, hopefully you can. Well, hopefully you never step on a landmine, really. But if you do ever step on a landmine, you gotta wait 4 hours. Hopefully you can stay there for 4 hours easy. I don't know if I could stand for 4 hours like that easily. I could probably stand, I think, I reckon I could probably go about an hour, hour and a half if I really tried. You know, I reckon I could about an hour to an hour and a half if I really, really tried. But I think after that, it'd just be too difficult. Maybe I could stretch it out to 2 hours, but whenever there is a crisis to do cost of living, they always report on something else, you know, bits on purpose to direct our attention. Yeah, I like to stand up. Learned that it's good for the legs. Yeah, stand up, shake your legs. If you're sitting down a lot, then it's definitely good to stand up and stretch. Like if you work in an office, for example, it's recommended you stand up every sort of 15 minutes or so and just stretch out, move around a little bit. And if you're sitting down a lot, then yeah, same sort of thing, but it's just good to stand. If you stand up a lot, rather, then it's the other way around. Just good to kind of sit down and still. Yeah, these are all good practices. So I don't know if you guys have seen this. In fact, you probably haven't seen it, Braxton, but maybe Sam and other people in the UK might have seen this. But there's these posters going around London called it's like this guy and the advert goes was it Find Malik a Wife, findmalikawife.com. And I thought like it was just some kind of marketing ploy from a dating app, and they're just using this as a way of like just promoting their app. That's what I thought. It turns out it was a real ad by somebody called Malik who's trying to find a wife, and he actually took out an advert, a billboard advert, spent his money on it, and set up a website to find a wife. I don't know if he's found the wife yet. I haven't followed the story that much, but yeah, apparently it was a real. I mean, it's kind of been used as a way of promoting this app now. Like I think what happened is that this dating app got a hold of it and thought, yeah, we could use this to market our stuff, market ourselves. But initially, yeah, it was a real guy taking out a real advert to find a wife. So yeah, there you go. This if you want to get yourself a partner, all you gotta do is take out a billboard advert around London, and you might get somewhere. You just might get somewhere. No, I haven't heard about that going around here in the States. I don't think it is at all. Yeah, probably wouldn't be in America. It's a UK thing. So yeah, I doubt you'd see it in America. But then again, I don't know. Maybe not this guy, but who knows? Maybe somebody else might be trying to do that in America. Maybe find Bob a wife or something. Bob needs a wife, so he takes that billboard advert in America. Does he cook? Because if he does, I'll marry him. Let me see if we can find out. Does Malik cook? Doesn't even say anything about. Oh, he's got an about me section actually. So let's see. All right. So who am I? I'm a 29-year-old Muslim guy living in London. I'm blessed because I can combine my passions for Islam and entrepreneurship in what I do for a living. I love food. Okay. Good bands, and I know it sounds cheesy, but learning more about my own faith. That's all he says. He does have a Twitter and Instagram, so maybe there's more on his Twitter. Okay, this account apparently doesn't exist anymore, so I guess that account has been taken down. What about his Insta then? Is there anything on his Insta? No, that's been taken down as well. He's got links to stuff that don't exist. I don't know, man. This looks a bit dodgy now, really. Even his TikTok don't exist no more. He's got links on a website to an Instagram, Twitter, and a TikTok, and none of them exist. They've all been taken down. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, he sounds like a decent fella, but boy, this might be one to if you can't even get his web links right, I'm just saying that could be a red flag right there. You're putting links to stuff that don't even exist. I don't know, man. Red flag. Well, I heard from the comedian some more in the 2013 stand-up movie Chandelier status that a young 22-year-old woman auctioned her virginity on her social media in 2010 or 2011. That's probably true. I think I remember hearing about something like that, actually. It's probably true. Let's see here. Girl auctions. Virginity. Well, apparently it was just one girl. It says here 8 women who auctioned off their virginity. So there's at least 8 women who have done it. Probably more than that, but there's 8 women on this website. And this is an article from 2013. So 2013, there have been at least 8 women who have auctioned their virginity. Let's see what they went for. This first, oh, that's $780,000. Would you pay $780,000 to bone a virgin girl? That's crazy. I mean, think about it. You're paying nearly $1 million to do it with an inexperienced woman. I'm just saying, that don't sound like a good idea at all. That sounds like a terrible idea. If loves food enough to cook for me, I'm down, even if he is a scammer. As long as you get some good food out of it. As long as you get some good food before he scams you, it's alright then, it's alright. In a stand-up movie. Oh, yeah, I got you, man, it's all good. I ain't converted to Islam, though. I respect him for his religion beliefs. He can respect mine and my lack thereof. It's gonna, yeah, as long as that's the agreement. It's like, look, I ain't converting. You cook for me, I eat. And that's it. That's the agreement. That's the agreement. You cook, I eat. And we're all good. No. Sam's like, no. There's a cheap one here. Well, wait. Did I speak too soon? Yeah, there's a cheaper one here. This one, a 19-year-old girl from New Zealand. She auctioned off her virginity and got $32,000 for it. I don't know, man. That's got to be a blow to your confidence, to be honest. Like, imagine, like, you hear about some girl getting nearly $1 million for her virginity, and you only get a measly 32,000. Bruh, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. I'd be like, what? This one person getting nearly $1 million, and you just get a measly 32 grand? Like, come on, man. 32,000 is like, and that's $32,000 by the way, not £32,000. $32,000. That's maybe around about what, £25,000, I guess, give or take. Sounds like a fair deal to me. Oh wait, even cheaper. This one went for $14,000. Oh, she must be super pissed. This is a 45-year-old Italian businesswoman. Oh wait, no. I'm reading this wrong. Sorry, my bad. Oh no, I'm reading it wrong. Okay, so an 18-year-old Romanian teenager auctioned her for virginity because she, in order to afford a computing degree, she auctioned off her virginity to get a computing degree. Okay. But then it was a 45-year-old Italian businessman who actually pays the $14,000 for it. So at 18 years old, she got $14,000. Oh, come on, man. When y'all getting nearly $1 million and all you get is 14,000. Oh, this one's even cheaper, you know. 13,000. Hold a second. Who's the cheapest here? Who's the cheapest? I think it's the cheapest one here. $10,000. And it wasn't even a real one. It's like apparently an undercover reporter agreed to buy her virginity for $10,000 to see if she was bogus. The girl was indeed who she claimed to be, but when the reporter revealed her identity, she claimed it was just a joke. I'm thinking she was okay. So she didn't even get the money. It went for $10,000, but I guess she didn't even get the money. And there was an unnamed 16-year-old Irish Catholic schoolgirl. An unnamed 16-year-old Irish Catholic schoolgirl wanted to get her virginity for money. Wanted to get into on the virginity for money auction. So yeah, apparently it went for $10,000, but the person who bought it, it doesn't say he didn't pay, but I'm assuming he didn't pay because they're talking about, oh yeah, it was just a joke, da-da-da. But still, man, all you got was $10,000. Bruh. I think the most expensive one, I saw was 1.8 million, and that was just for her panties. It says, promised to drop her panties for $1.8 million. Oh no, sorry, I'm reading this wrong. She promised, no, it was said her virginity. Not, I'm reading it wrong. My bad. She promised to drop it, yeah, for $1.8 million. Man. Alright, so that's my new question. In fact, let me put this on screen real quick so you know what I'm talking about now. Hold on a sec. That's the wrong one. Is this what I'm trying to do? Here we go. So this is the woman here, Raffaello Fico. Apparently sold her virginity at 20 years old for $1.8 million. Now, I don't have no $1.8 million, but let's say I did, or let's say you had one. I don't know what you guys have got. Maybe you got $1.8 million, but I'm assuming that you don't for a second. But let's say you have a $1.8 million spare cash lying around. Like you could afford to spend $1.8 million. Like you won't miss it. Let's say you're that rich, you will not miss $1.8 million. Are you spending $1.8 million to bang her? That's the question. If you had $1.8 million spare, is it going to her so you can play around in her lady garden? I don't think the Islam dude would want to marry me, though. I probably swear too much. I don't know, man. Playing Muslims out there be swearing all the time, so I don't think that's gonna put him off. I don't think that's gonna put him off. But then again, maybe he's maybe he's a better person than I am, just keeping his mouth clean. Sounds like a fair deal to me. Man, that is crazy though. So this one went for 780,000. This is one that went for 780,000. This one here went for, does it even say actually? There you go, 250,000. 32,000 this one. 14,000. This is the most expensive at $1.8 million. This one was $1.5 million. And then this unnamed 16-year-old went for 10,000, but didn't go. So yeah, this is the one. This is the most expensive one. If you had a spare $1.8 million, are you spending it on this woman to bang her? Well, I was saying that because she has a lady garden, I need the wood. Fair enough. Fair enough. There's no trees in her garden, so it's just grass. All grass, no trees.
But yeah, I don't think so. I think if I had that kind of money, I still feel like it'd be like, nah. I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, if you could spend $1 million and have a woman, like, I don't know, like, nah, that's, first of all, I'd be looking at someone like Rihanna. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be trying to offer Rihanna that money, but I don't think Rihanna would let it go for $1.8 million. I think Rihanna would want a bit more than that, to be honest with you. Rihanna might be insulted by a $1.8 million offer. She'll be like, "What? How dare you? Move from me, move from me. Come out my face, man. Come out my face." But that is crazy, though, that not only is it happening, like people are auctioning off their virginity, but people are actually buying it as well. That is crazy. But hey, that's the world we live in. I experienced a little garden in the past. I definitely need the tree. Okay. Okay. We just learned a little something about Sam. All right. All right. All right. Yeah. Sam needs the tree. Trees are good. Trees are good. You can swing from a tree. Climb it. You know. Stay there for a little while. And if it starts misbehaving, you can chop it down. So, trees are good. I did some things in my time. Okay. Well, I won't press too much. But, you know, anytime you're ready. Maybe not today because it's getting a bit late, but, you know, if you ever feel like telling that story. But nah, that's, I know, you know, let me behave myself. Let me behave myself. You know, I'm my bad. I'm sorry. Let me behave myself. No. Let me behave myself. I ain't trying to. I ain't James Charles up in here. Let me let me behave myself. In a few, they'd be like, "It's women talking. It's women taking control of their own femininity and bodies. It's empowering." You know, I mean, I guess that kind of depends on a lot of different factors about how empowering it is. Whether, you know, taking control and that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't know if it's as simple as to say, "Oh, they put it out themselves and that means, you know, they're taking control," because here's what I know, and this is very general, by the way, not necessarily a hard and fast rule, but here's what I know. There are a lot of people in sort of sex work, like, you know, prostitution, porn, things like that, that have a history of abuse, you know. So I'm not saying that's what their story is because I don't know that. I'm just saying there's a lot of people in that industry that have a history of being abused when they were younger. So part of it is like, okay, yeah, you're taking control of your own but is that really taking control, or is this like the result of somebody not really dealing with their trauma? You know what I mean? And especially when it's like, we ain't talking just a few people. There's a lot of people who've kind of been through that are in sort of sex work. So yeah, I don't think you could just say that, oh yeah, they're taking control, women empowerment, It's like there's a lot that needs to be considered on an individual case-by-case basis. Maybe for some, it absolutely is empowering for them. And if so, hey, who am I to judge? You know what I mean? I ain't trying to rain on nobody's parade. But at the same time, I don't think it's just as simple, especially if you don't know the people involved, you don't know what's going on, you don't know what they've been through, you don't know, you know, what their lives are like, you know, just to stand on the outside and say, it's empowering. Maybe not.
Maybe not. It might be, but maybe not. You know what I mean? It just depends on individuals and individual experience, individual reasons. Just wait till I tell you, I had that experience in a nightclub toilet. Okay. You know what? Nightclubs, but well, let me just say, I think. Well, I guess I've had a couple of experiences in nightclubs as well. So let me just leave that there. Back in my younger days, back when I was a bit wilder, you know, back when I was Nigga, you're grown and this is your channel, so you can say whatever, dude. Well, that is true. That is true. But just because you can say what you want, you know, doesn't mean that you have to say everything, because, you know, you gotta consider certain consequences. You know, freedom isn't free, as they say. Freedom isn't free. So yeah, you can say what you want, but, you know, consider how it could affect people. Because at the end of the day, we're all trying to live in this world and, you know, get through it, and, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, it is important to, well, I guess there's certain circumstances. I mean, yeah, this is my channel. This is I could express myself, and I think, well, yeah, I feel like you guys by now, hopefully, I think, you know, have a pretty decent idea of the type of things that go on in my mind. So, and if you're still here, I kind of have to assume that you're okay with it. You know what I mean? I think you kind of have to assume that you're okay with it. So yeah, maybe I could be a little bit looser with you guys. But yeah, I mean, like I think yeah, a lot of us have done some things in the past that, you know, some of those things we might regret, some of those things we might not regret. But in any case, I'm not here to judge nobody. I'm not here to make anybody feel bad. So if I do ever say anything that is just completely inappropriate, then yeah, let me know. Let me know, because I ain't trying to upset nobody. That's not what I'm about. I'm not here to, you know, piss people off or to, you know, make people feel bad or whatever. But, you know, I recognize that sometimes I might say things that, you know, especially, you know, in communication, sometimes things don't always come across the way you think they do. So, yeah, if I do ever say anything that it just completely off, then yeah, let me know. Let me know, because, yeah. So now drinks are flowing, you do stuff. Yeah, indeed. But I guess, well, in my case, I don't drink, so I'm not sure I get to use that excuse. I don't get to use that excuse, so that's a story for another day, methinks. Yes, that's the American me talking. So good. You can say what you want to me. You're in good company here, Kev. Well, let's see. It's pretty late, so I guess we're all grown, and we're all adults. And like I say, you guys have been around long enough to know that, or to have a good idea of my mind. So, all right, let me tell you this story real quick. Let me go to bed. Well, I'll go to bed. You guys, you do what you want. I'm gonna go to bed. So when was this then? This would have been a while ago, actually. A while ago, but maybe about 10-ish years ago. Maybe a little bit more. Anyway, I'm in this nightclub, and I'm at an age where I don't really go nightclubs that much, but for whatever reason, I'm in this club. I guess it was probably some friends invited me out or whatever, and we're just kind of there. Anyway, so yeah, we're there having a good time, and what I remember is kind of walking through the dance floor, right? And as I'm walking through the dance floor, I happen to lock eyes with this girl. and she locks eyes at me, and I'm not, the guy who's like just gets girls like that. So I'm not thinking too much of it. I'm just kind of smile as I'm, moving by, and I'm kind of getting ready to just pass her in the thing, but she kind of puts herself in front of me, and we start dancing, and it's like, all right, cool, I'm down with that. And then as we're dancing, we start, kissing, right? And we start getting like feely, like in a club, and like real feely, like, you know what I mean, like feely, and I'm kind of like, shit, this is happening, right? Because this sort of stuff don't happen to me, you know what I mean, like, so, but it's happening, so I'm like just into it, you know what I mean? Like, I can't lie, I'm into it. Like, I probably shouldn't be into it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know this girl, don't know her name or nothing, but yeah, right? But yeah, it just got like real feely, and let's just say fingers were involved. That might have dug a hole in the garden, you know what I mean? Right in the club. And yeah, it was like, I'm not saying this is a good thing, by the way, let me be clear on that. I'm not suggesting people go out and do this. It probably won't go so well if you just walk up to a girl and start, it probably won't go so well. This is just, like I say, these things don't happen to me, you know what I mean? Like, certainly never happened before, it ain't happened again. But for whatever reason, at that moment, yeah, and so yeah, it was an experience. It was an experience. I mean, in hindsight, yeah, like I shouldn't have let it go so far. But like I say, in the moment, you just you're not really thinking, like you're not really giving it like a whole lot of logical thoughts. It's just like, oh shit, this is happening. This is actually happening, and it just kind of goes from there. So yeah, that's there's one story. I might tell some other. Do you know what? I think that's probably the sexiest one about with nightclubs, but others probably a bit tamer. But yeah. After any other story I tell after that, it's just like, what? That's boring. But yeah, that's the sexiest one, easily the sexiest one. Like, or is it? Is it? Yeah, no, that's definitely the sexiest one. That's definitely the sexiest one. But yeah, like I say, in hindsight, thinking back on it, it's like, yeah, I should have been, all right, cool. You know what? Let's, maybe let the kiss happen. But then after that, like, all right, cool, let's move on, or at least maybe talk to her a bit more. At least find out her name before. Like, I don't even know I mean, she did tell me her name eventually, by the way, but kind of off. I think you're supposed to do that bit first. You know what I mean? You're supposed to get the name bit first, and then the stuff happens afterwards. But yeah, this was just, like I say, I'm not encouraging it. I'm not suggesting people should go out and try it, because I don't think it's a good idea. For a lot of reasons, it's not a good idea. Stuff like that could have gone real bad, really, in all honesty. But yeah, it's there's my story. Not gonna lie, I've done that as okay, cool. Definitely, we're definitely in good company then. You already got the looks to get a chick, dude. All you need now is the body. Well, I just got the looks, no body. Man, just getting dissed on my own live stream, man. Damn. Interesting little story. Mine wasn't sexy. I was so drunk, I fell on the floor. Oof. Yo, what up, X? Well, I hope somebody picked your password, Sam. Got you home okay. Also coming lounge, yeah. And drinks are always at all times. Keep your drinks with you, cause if you step out and come back, your drinks, yeah, it ain't yours anymore. Everyone No, that's true. Actually, people spike your drinks in places, and that's apparently something that's been happening quite a lot. I think I remember hearing about it happening something quite a lot last year, where people talking about getting their drinks spiked by like roofies and things like that. And it was, I think it was even last year. It was in recent years, and I'm sure I've heard on the news about it happening a lot. So yeah, definitely gotta be careful with that sort of thing. Don't forget the dot comes. Oh right, yeah. Cool. I ain't been able to watch. I ain't got Hulu, but cool. You can let me know about it once you watch it. But yeah, man. You know what? It is getting pretty late. Appreciate coming through XX Tentacion, but we are just about to end the stream. I think you came in just after some of the yeah. It's all right. I won't repeat that story. Not today. But yeah, it's getting a bit late now, so I'm gonna start wrapping up, winding down, and go into biz ed. Rex is right though. You're a good-looking dude. You can get girls easy. Oh, I appreciate you saying so, Sam. Yeah, my mother started telling me that at 11 or 12. It's good advice, you know. I mean, look, you gotta have your fun, of course, and you know, sometimes you just can't help things. Like if somebody's gonna do something to you, there's not always a whole lot you can do about that, which is just the unfortunate truth that if somebody is gonna do something, then they're going to do it, and you can't prepare for everything, right? Which is just how it is. That being said, for whatever precautions you can take within, you know, reasonable precaution taken, and yeah. Ah, nah, that's cool. I ain't trying to. I'd rather not do any kind of illegal copy thing, so it's cool. I'm not in a rush to see it anyway. I can see it if they ever put it on a platform that I can watch it, then I might check it then. But it's all good. Appreciate the offer, X, but it's alright. It's fine. It's calm. Got home okay. Yeah. I was a wild one back in the day. Oh, yeah. I think I knows what you mean. Well, in terms of, you know, I don't know what you mean. I know what. But yeah. Let me download. Don't drive. Nah, it's all good. It's appreciate it, but nah, it's fine. Don't have to do that. But yeah, back in the younger days, back when you're old enough to know better but young enough to not care. Old enough to know better but young enough to do it anyway. You know, back in them days. But yeah, all right, guys. That is going to be all for now. You have been awesome as always. I appreciate you and all that you do. Thanks for keeping me company. Thanks for keeping it lively. Look out for some videos to come on the channel. So yeah, posting the Firefly video tomorrow. Should be doing that tomorrow. Good way to look out for that. And yeah, I'll hopefully try and post another video or two during the week if I get a chance to. If you haven't already, yeah, check out my movie channel. Posted a video there for Star Wars Episode 1. Why Star Wars Episode 1 trash? So yeah, check that out. That could be a fun video, even if you haven't seen Star Wars. I need the views. So yeah, check it out. Yeah, you got to get one faster than me. Let me check I get will either be the living dead or the living desperate. Oh, come on, man. I'm sure that ain't true. Bro, your name's Braxton. You getting girls, man. You getting girls with a name. Just tell them your name. Braxton. That's a girl getting name. I'm telling you that. So yeah, don't. Come on, man. I'm boring these days. I'm sure you're not boring. I mean, you drink coffee, so you can't be that boring. I say old enough to know better, young enough to learn. Well, that's what it should be. That's what it should be. It doesn't always go that way. I know some more answers you don't know. All right, cool. Maybe let them know another time. But yeah, now it is getting a bit late. So guys, appreciate coming through. But till whenever, if ever, peace.